Hey. Hey, y'all. How's everybody doing? As I try to open this bottle of water that may not be liking me right now. Oh, I have to give me another bottle of water. Oh, my other water wouldn't let me be great. Hey, everybody popping in. Hey, Monica. Or is it Monica? Is it Monica? Monica, sorry. Hey, y'all. Oh, thanks for watching the ads. Y'all know that helps me. Hey, everybody popping in. Y'all, I really want this bottle of water to open, but it won't let me be great. Let's try one more time. They got this thing sealed. Sealed. Okay, so guess what? I guess I'll start with the little baby water. Let's start with that. All right, y'all. So y'all see this coloring page. I was coloring with Gold Mine and Cocoa last night. Today we don't really have a big old like deep conversation. We're just gonna chat like we've been doing. So hopefully that works for you all. Make sure you grab your water, you're drinking your water. Okay, so yeah, I started coloring that last night. I'm gonna color it some more today. Probably not on while we're talking because I want to, but I'll get so wrapped up into that. And I did want to show y'all different types of journals, but if you haven't already, check out Gold Mine and Cocoa. If you go to her, what are we on right now? YouTube, and watch yesterday's live, you can figure out how to get this. So I'll be excited to color another lady tonight. Much I'll see y'all. I gave her some little eyeshadow and stuff. Coloring is my next favorite pastime, so much so one of my friends bought me a whole coloring kit, Crayola coloring kit. My mom gave me another one. I have another kit as well. Y'all see that, y'all? So yeah, I like all aspects of art. It makes me happy. Sorry, I'm taking y'all to the ocean with me. I hit the thing. All right, so today we're gonna, of course, set up a page, and we are gonna talk about different type of journals you can use, right? So basically, this is a plain journal, nothing added to it, except what you place into that. For some people, that may not work, right? You may need a little bit of a push. Well, in that case, that kind of puts you in mind of the, hold on, y'all, I got a whole stack over here. Oh. So that kind of puts you in mind of the Becoming Journal, right? So when you hear prompted journals, that is journals that tell you what to do. Journal prompts like I provide. Those are things that you do. So a journal that already comes with prompts is like this. The journal prompts that I sell, most people will use in a blank type of journal, okay? So that's that. So today I just wanted to show you a few different journals that I have. Some of them I have not started at all. You know how some people like to buy makeup and all of those things. I like notebooks and all of the other things. Hey Peaches, hey Gina. So again, this is a prompted journal. So a prompted journal works very well for people that are like, I want a journal, but I just don't know what I should be journaling about. So something like this, but they come in different forms. So this is the one by Michelle Obama. And let me show y'all the other one. And mind you, this is nowhere close to my entire collection. I have some more upstairs. So this one is called The Story of My Life. Y'all, I bought this in Target. Target for people that want to say it the correct way, but Target for the rest of us that are true Target fans. So I got this in Target maybe a couple of months ago. Have I done anything with this particular journal? Absolutely not. No, I have not. But you typically find these on the notebook and journal aisle, and it said The Story of My Life. And it is also a prompted journal, which it's really cute, okay? Really cute. There should be someday that I actually use it. But right now, it's just cute. So it just gives you different journal prompts literally about your life. So it's geared to make you write about your life. All right. So for example, one of them says, the first time I intentionally lied. You know, most people, that's probably going to be when you were a little kid and you did something and your parent asked you and you was like, I ain't do that. I can't really remember my first fib. I don't know. Probably telling them I cleaned my room and I didn't and threw something in the closet. Who knows? So let's see if we can see with another one. Let's see. I'm trying to find one that it was some cute ones in here. Oh, this was a cool one too. The top 10 time. List the top 10 smells you associate with your childhood. And so like that would really make you, reflect, but it's still a fun moment if your childhood was fun. I can't say everybody's childhood was fun. However, if you had a pleasant childhood and there are certain memories, then you may remember certain things like that. For me, I remember the smell of my dad and all of the neighbors cutting their yard. It's like our whole street used to be the bomb as far as lawn care. Like there was no hire the lawn care service. Everybody in the neighborhood did their yard. So I remember that, the smell of like onion grass, if you took it and popped it. So I would be able to actually answer this, right? So those are the kind of prompts in there. So then I have, this was gifted to me when I hosted a journal event here. And this is a Today I Affirm journal, which is really cool. And she actually gave me another one, but that's upstairs. And guess who's not going upstairs? That would be me, okay? So this is another one. So this is called Today I Affirm. And so, for example, some of you are probably on here nodding your head like, I actually got some of these books that I bought that I have not used. So, now may be a time that you want to pull out some of those journals that you have collected dust on, dust them off a little bit, and open them up and do a page, right? So again, this is a Today I Affirm journal, and it's a journal that nurtures self-care. Perfect time for a journal like this, right? And so, no, I have not done anything in this one either, okay? Judge me not. Judge me not. And so this one, for example, it says, list 5 fears that are stopping you from moving now. You would answer that. And the thing with me, when I get journals like this, I'm personally going to decorate them and make them pop, the pages pop. If that's not your thing, y'all, you do not have to do that. I had someone ask a question like, or ask, not even ask, they wanted to learn how to journal without their journal looking like it was kindergarten-ish, I guess. And so I think often we can get so stuck in our ways that we feel like something new is childish, right? But for some people, me included, adding a sticker or drawing is just more therapeutic. It doesn't mean that it's childish. However, that's not everybody's move, right? So if you're on here and you like, girl, I like watching what you do, but I'm too grown for stickers. Hey, that's you and your world. Your whole goal is to journal, get how you feel out on paper. Now, with that being said, what I also teach, and that's in the forefront of everything that I teach and instruct, it's to write all aspects of your life. So it doesn't matter if you put a sticker down or not. You just don't want your journal to be all negative. So I explain to write the great, the good, and the not so good, okay? So yeah, this gives you different little columns. Like Today I Affirm, I'm unpacking. So what are you unpacking? Maybe you're unpacking fear, denial, things like that, right? Or I'm unpacking the idea that I can't advance in this period of time now. What am I keeping? I'm keeping my creativity that I have, right? So this is a good journal for things like that. And then it gives you some quotes. And y'all know for me, if this is a quote page, I like doodling and stuff. So one night I might just be sitting doodling, and that actually calms my anxiety down, okay? So everybody does things for what works for them. If it's something that you like, take what you like, discard the rest. I was always raised like that. Take what you want and discard the rest. All right. So another journal, and I have had this journal, y'all. Let's see. I've had this journal for several. Oh, okay. I can tell you, I've had this journal since 2013. It's 7 years later, okay? And let's just see. This particular journal, it's pretty blank, right? I bought it because it was cute in the store. So if you notice, I tend to gravitate towards pages that I can develop on my own. That kind of works for me better. That's just my style of using a journal. Give me some blank pages. Let me bring the pages to life. Some of you all may say, nah, give me something that I can add to, okay? So what this is called is Draw, Inspire, and Create. There are, if you were to look up on YouTube, it would be called, hold on, y'all. I can't think of the name of it. It's not a junk journal. I do junk journal pages. It would be called a Wreck-It journal. This is just named differently, but it's similar to a Wreck-It journal. And so the whole idea of a Wreck-It journal is to complete each task, and by the time you finish, it literally will be thick like this. Some of your pages will be ripped out. It's a really cool concept, right? So this right here says draw a night sky. This one says fill the pages with birds in flight. And so you don't necessarily have to, you said the next trash. I understand what you mean. So fill the pages with birds in flight. So let's just say you have some of your Happy Planner stickers. You may post that on there. And wow, I'm sorry, y'all. Text just came through. That was really crazy. You might have stickers, place the birds on that and all of that, right? So this one says fill the page with music. In this case, you may have some of your favorite lyrics that you like that might be motivational to you. Maybe you should do that. You know what I mean? So this might be for somebody that's very artsy, creative. They like stuff like that. All right, so that is that. And then about a year or two ago, one of my Instagram followers sent me this journal in the mail. It's called the Positivity Kit, right? And so this is another one of those. You have it. It gives you some assignments and things to do. And so, you know, maybe. No, you said if I had bought it, I were uncertain. Have I bought the next stress trash? Oh, I didn't think you was trolling. I just didn't understand what you were saying. So this is kind of similar to this one right here, right? So it just gives you some assignments to do, and then you follow it, right? So now that I got time on my hand, you know, we may do a page per day out of one of these journals. And did I? Oh, I left one out. No, I left several out, not one. Let me show you another one. So many of you all, and this is crazy when y'all see this stack. Many of you all may have purchased 100 Days of Grace and Gratitude. This was another journal. Now, this one, I've done a couple of pages in here. And this was 2019. I don't know why I felt like I bought this in 18. But, you know, you go, you read this. Hey, Ramona. You go, you read this, and then you possibly, like, break it down to how you understand. And then you go from there. So I have a few pages done in here where I put stuff in there, and you probably wouldn't even know, like, if I just flip through. So you don't have to, again, dress it up. This is more of a reflection journal that a lot of people use. So yeah, that's that. Like I put a sticker, but I didn't finish it yet. Gina, are you talking about Grace and Gratitude? That one is on Amazon, and I am going to, this one is on Amazon. I'm going to go on Amazon and upload the books that I can find. I'll upload those. And I also, yeah, I'm on my desk and I'm looking at my bookshelf to see if there's any other journals that any of you all may be interested in. Oh man, I have a book, again, that's upstairs that is designed to journal too. So I have a lot of blank scripted journals, but I'm a little combative when it comes to like journal prompts. Like I can give y'all journal prompts all day, create them, all the above. But you know, you tell me to do a journal prompt, I'm just fight y'all to do a journal prompt. You tell me to open up a page and design something, I'm here for it all day. All right, so let's see. What are we going to do today? Would y'all like to do a blank page, or would y'all like to see one of the pages out of the scripted journals? Oh, I'm trying to turn it to where y'all can see it. you, Peaches. And this is the Becoming. Right, Gina. So like if you don't know your style of using a journal, and again, a lot of these you can find at Ross, TJ Maxx. You don't want to spend a lot on a journal when you don't know your journal style, because it can become very, very expensive. I'm going to show y'all another style of, and again, this is a blank one. So this is a blank journal. It's not blank. I have stuff in here. However, you have blank cream pages, and then you have blank craft paper. So this was one of my favorite journals to pick up as well, because you have an option of switching it up. And that's the thing, y'all. A lot of people are going to have to find their journal style. What works for them? Do I need something to prompt me, or do I need a little bit of both, right? So perhaps you need something to prompt you, but you're not into this per se. That's probably where I come in more, right? You're like, oh, well, let me go see what Journal Jot and Jive has, what subject fits. Then you can take a journal prompt one day, and then another day you can just write what you want to write. So that's how that would work. I thought I had another journal over here. Y'all, let me see on this bookshelf if I have. It's one that I want to show y'all. And I am not seeing it. So y'all might not get to see that one. Yeah, I'm not seeing that one, but I'm going to show you another. Yeah, I'm not seeing that one, y'all. So another way you can journal for my ring bound planners and my TN lovers, you can utilize your covers to journal, right? So if you are and I'm not a personal size planner, but y'all know how much I love florals. So I was like, oh, well, this can kind of be a journal or something like that. So this was, let's see what year, y'all. So I made a little pocket thing. I had some cardstock, some stickers. So y'all, I've been saying write your heart out, pen to paper, write on. Journal Jot and Jive for a long time. This was, okay, so this was in 2018 when I was playing around with some black paper. And so this right here says, what seed have you planted in your life? Do you need to plant new seeds? Should you destroy some seeds? So if you want to take a screenshot of that and use that as a journal prompt, you can. I'll leave it up there for a second. And so again, this is a ring planner. So this is just a cover with rings. Most people would use it for a planner. You can actually use it for a journal if you wish, right? So let's just say I have a whole bunch of covers and I'm like, okay, I don't want to get rid of them, but what can I do? That's when you can create it into a journal. Okay, and so that was my journal prompt right here. And then I journaled on the back side. Interesting. Y'all, I'm transparent sometimes, so sometimes I will love allowing y'all to see some of my stuff. I don't let y'all see everything. However, this was God is shifting things in my life. I know Journal Jot and Jive is my means of income and purpose. I have nerves and excitement. I pray for God to allow me to use my gifts and talents. May he continue to guide me in my purpose. So this was ironically not, it was almost 2 years ago, but it was April 8th. All right. And then I put no more struggling, enlarge my territory, right? So your journal can be a journal of prayers, a journal of thoughts, ideas. I always tell you, your journal does not have to be perfect. There's no wrong or right way to journal. I just like to introduce y'all to different ways you can journal, because a lot of people probably feel like, oh, I have to write like this in order to journal. Nah, that's not true. And then this right here was a journal prompt as well. It was like, what makes you unique? And let's see, that looked like the way my handwriting was looking on that. I probably was upset on that orange one. All right, and so one time I did a lesson on the drama triangle. If you look that up, on social media, you can see what that means, but it's pretty much drama keeps going and everybody plays a part, no matter if you're positive, negative, or neutral. So that was an interesting lesson we did a couple of years ago. I did a, what do you call this? I did a collab with Confident Canvas, and this was about Reveal Your Teal. This was, which was this domestic violence? No, not domestic violence. It's sexual abuse survival month. And so I used a little bit of paint, and then I wrote on top of it. So again, you can have all the creativity that you would like. No wrong or right way to journal. Just want to show y'all different ideas on how to journal. So if most of y'all did not know, I love writing on black paper. So this is Live in the Moment. And so I'm just flipping, and a lot of these in here are from journal prompts we did. Some of them were completed, some of them weren't, you know. Y'all know I'm big on talking to y'all about complaining about Monday, but I ain't really had to hear that much now, because many people are stuck in the house and they're probably like, I wish I could go to work on a Monday. So I haven't had to hear that as much. This says, be kind to yourself. This was one of my favorite prompts right here. What candy best describes you? And so we actually went out and found the candy, and we used our wrapper from the candy as a part of your journal prompt. So those were a couple of years ago, y'all. So yeah, this is one of my journals. And then I just have some extra paper in here. So if I ever feel like going back to this, I have that option, right? I can take all the pages out and build it from scratch. I am, when I have like a creativity flow, the type that will cut the paper down, punch the holes, do all the extra things. So for y'all that are creative and have scrapbooking paper, that's an idea for that. And then you have, for my TN lovers, you have a TN notebook. Now this one I don't really have anything in because I'm not doing anything with it right now. I just have a cover from Vela Tuma. I don't ever know if I say the name right. And then this was an insert that I purchased last month where I could just jot some things down if I wanted to. And this is a, what are you currently watching log? Oh, I can actually use this. Because I'm currently binging All American Season 2 and Manifest. So I think we're going to write in that in a second. And then we have the Glad Journal, which means gratitude, learned, accomplished, and delight. All right, so those are a couple of journal options, y'all. I know that was a lot, but these are journals that I have. So yeah, these are the ones that I fight with. And these are my favorite blank pages. My B6 arrived the other day because y'all see I don't really have a lot left. So this is what's left. So if you have a Stalogy, y'all, for my Stalogy lovers, yeah, you can make your Stalogy whatever you want. If you have a regular journal, I don't care if it's $2.99, $3.99, you can spruce those pages up. There's ways to use that journal. Even if the paper is thin, you can layer it. What kind of ink did I get on here? See, this is why I don't do light covers, because your girl just got too much going on. All right. Yes, I'm on season 2. We did season 1 last. Oh, y'all, I didn't put that up that quick. As quick as I said, we need to fill out the page, and I didn't put it up. So let's fill out the page. Now, I do pull my covers out. This cover typically comes blank like this, so I do cover it with a little, you know, couple of stickers and stuff. All right, so this is what you would call an insert. So if you are, again, a TN user and you have a blank insert, you can turn one of your blank inserts into a journal, and it can be like a quick affirmation, motivational place that you write in if you're on the go. Most of us are going nowhere, okay? So that's that. All right. So let's go with this. Let's see what stickers we have. And we are in the month of, I mean, we in this month, but I can honestly finish binge watching. Well, we got a whole nother week. Yeah, I can't even keep my days. We got a week running into the next month. Whatever, we're going to put March down. We're going to put March down. Stalogy you can get from Amazon. Oh, and I can show y'all the size comparisons. Let me show you the size comparisons of those too. Hey, Ash. All right, so these are the size comparisons. Do we have an X-Acto knife? If you are currently in here and you've been here for a while, you like something about me. You might not like everything, but you're here long enough. So let's go ahead and hit that like button, okay? What a lot of you all don't know now, your local content creators, the creators that you love so much, we are now kind of getting pushed down the totem pole because of everything that's going on. So everybody's feed looks like CNN, Fox, MSNBC. So we really, really appreciate if y'all can support. Something as simple as a like does help, okay? All right, so this is your Stalogy. This is your A6, and this is your B6. B6 is actually my favorite size of anything, but I do like the A6 as well. So your A6 is going to remind you of like a postcard, a 4x6, and then your B6 is going to be like a 5x7. Yeah, Ash, I couldn't find a lot of my channel. Like, I have a lot of channels that I consistently watch like every single day. I can't even find them. Like, I'm not even getting their notifications. So I don't know if I need to go back through and check the notifications. So yeah, this is the difference in sizes, y'all. All right, so we're going to go in here and write this. I do not have all of my highlighters with me. They're actually upstairs. So this is going to force me to use some of the other 8,000 pens that I have sitting in front of me, that y'all otherwise probably would have never seen pop out on screen, because that's just how trifling I am. So let's pull out some of our friction erasable markers that I may have used 2 times in totality. All right, and then I'm also gonna need, no, so let's do March. And so this is another good time, y'all, like if you have journals, to try out all your different pens. The pens that you have that you bought because we all bought them together at the same time. Go ahead and pull those out. I know a lot of us have slacked on our planning and in our planners. So, you know, this is a time to mess up. I mean, you know, why not? All right. So I do want to show you what happens when you say, oh, I don't like what I did. So friction markers and pens, they erase with friction. Sorry that I'm shaking this, because you know that's not going to be stable. So voila, it's gone. So if you're a type of person that tends to mess up a lot, this is going to be like your erasable pen. So this is friction, and this is also parkour erasable pen. So this whole thing is dedicated to my erasable pens that I barely use. I like them though, but I barely use them. So that's that. So let's use these today. Maybe I need to do that every day. Every day use something new. Not even new, something that I've just been ignoring. All right, so we're gonna do March. You say, oh, you're late to the party. This book goes in my A5TN. This is it's a reading, movie, TV, and like what you're binge watching tracker. So it's a tracker. And so since I got time, I said, why don't we just do this page today? Oh, I didn't put do not disturb. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. That's so country. Oh, that's so country. I can't even stop it. Well, I apologize if y'all can hear it ring. I don't know if y'all can hear it ring. But I just knew I had it on do not disturb. Ooh, that's so country. All right, so that's orange. Let's do, and that's not a true orange, y'all. And it may be different because this paper is a little thicker. It has a smoother texture to it. So let's see, is that a true orange? Yeah, no, it's just not, it's more of a faint orange. So Don't look for vibrancy in that, because you're not going to get it there. All right, so we are March 20. And when you start off writing with them, y'all, it's not as thick. Like, it's not, will they consider these fine? They may say fine. I'm very heavy-handed when I write. So by the time I write with the pen enough times, it's going to turn into a medium point if it's like a marker tip. All right, so we know that we're currently reading. These are the two books that I'm going to put down. So these are the two books that I'm going to put down, Normal People and The Honeymooners. We're going to put that right there. And all we're going to do is take I just want this page to be a little bit colorful. Here, I got so much going on. So I think I want to write with since there's blue on this book, let's do a blue. And the book is Normal. And the author is Sally Rooney. All right, any of you all reading books? If you are, place it in the comment section. You never know who can get a book idea. All right, so that's Sally Rooney. Move that out the side. And then the Unhoneymooners. So, y'all, this book, it's like a comedy book. And there was this wedding party and everybody got sick except two people. And they had to fake like they were married to go on the honeymoon. It was her sister. So, you know, I think a good comedy or a suspense book, something that can kind of take your mind off of things while things are going on, y'all. If that will help you, go for it. If you're into Audible books, go for it. If you've never done Audible, get your free trial. Just make sure you set an alarm when that trial is supposed to be over so you can cut it off. And I think you can download 2 books when you do that free Audible. Oh, they real rude. They only give you a space for 1 book. Okay, so we just gonna leave it with 1 book. That was rude. All right, so we are currently binge watching All American. Yep, All American. Does anybody watch Manifest? And I suppose if I was really into the whole write who the stars and all that cute stuff I would do all of that, but I'm not. So not gonna do that, but we're gonna go ahead and give it a thumbs up. So Manifest, y'all, like, it was this plane and it had all of these passengers and they were gone for 5 years, and then all of a sudden, I want a vibrant color, all of a sudden the passengers just reappear. So it's like they went through these different orbit is not the right word. What's the word, y'all? I'm thinking of like, what's that movie Michael J. Fox was in? Anyway, they was in a different space at some point, and then they come back, and so they're trying to figure out like what happened to them. And so one of the little boys knows a little more than everybody else, so this company is trying to get them. It's really good. I don't know how to make it sound good, but y'all, it's like hook, line, and sinker. If you start watching it tonight, by the time I come on the next live, you'll be like, girl, why did you start me on that? I watched the whole first season in about, I think it was like 2 days. Yeah, like Back to the Future. So I don't know if they went to the future or if they went to the past, but either way, that little show is good. So those are my 2 shows, All American and Manifest. With All American, so normally I binge and try to watch it all in one day, but because we have time on our hand, my goal is to spread some stuff out, because that's the only thing that's gonna work for me right now. So let's use a highlighter and highlight this in. This is not gonna be super soft. I don't think this highlighter is gonna be super soft like our other ones, but we just gonna roll with what we have. It might be okay. No, it ain't gonna be super soft at all. Okay, I kind of went over that little line a little bit. Just let that dry. We can go ahead and write manifest in. And I want to write that with a highlighter as well. So those are my shows that I'll be watching. So during this time, I would encourage you, even if you're not a true TV type person, because a lot of people aren't, you know, when your lives are hectic and you got a lot to do. Sorry, I got quiet. I need to make sure I was spelling it right. If you don't have a lot to do, go ahead and add those on your list, okay? Add finding maybe 1 or 2 shows. Tales of My Father Divided by the Fall. Daddy's Knee. Sitting on Daddy's Knee. I've never heard of that one. Thank you for the suggestions. And then one of my friends, she's an educator. She went live on Facebook today. And one of her suggestions was for everybody in the house to read. And it's called Dear, it's DEAR, drop everything and read. And so the suggestion was, even if it was 15 to 30 minutes, everybody in the house put everything down, electronics down, and read for a little bit. So I thought that was cool. So I'll be incorporating that. My son won't be so excited, but he will be a-okay. And that will give him a break from some screen time, school, and the game system. All right. And so I don't know how I feel about, let's see, that was episode 1, episode 2. So we completed that. I don't know how I felt about the blue highlighter. So let's try. Oh, by the way, Friction also has erasable highlighters. Yes, y'all, I have a problem when it comes to pens and Any kind of writing utensil, I think y'all are starting to learn. Because I know some of y'all probably like, good Lord, how many different things she have? Too many. Too many, y'all. So Manifest, I'm only on episode 1. I started that last night. I ain't really understand this whole TV time box. I'm like, am I supposed to say? I don't know. I don't know what that means. So we probably ain't gonna do nothing with that. Movie. I don't know what movies I want to watch just yet. What is it? Oh, I do. Yes, I do. What's the Madam CJ Walker movie? I do need to watch that, considering I do hair. If y'all know the name of that, can you tell me? Because I do want to write that in here. And while y'all are doing that, I'm going to look for my tiny sticker book. No, this is one that I have. I do have that one as well. This is, I don't even know, Planner 1407 or something like that. But everything I'm doing on here, you can do that on the Gold Mine Cocoa. So whatever you're watching, you're just tracking. So remember, our goal is to use all the things. All right, let's see what sticks. See, we have a little movie night sticker. And y'all know I'm good for adding a black line or something like that around to make something pop out a little bit. So a few of the books have popcorn, but I believe I've used most of the popcorn stickers up. I'm gonna look in here to see. But if you have a little popcorn sticker, you can add that. And you can even add this inside of your journal. So if you don't have any of the inserts that some of us are mentioning, create a page in your journal to track what you're doing, what you're watching. And nothing about this line I'm drawing is straight. Nothing at all. And so another thing I've added as well is to not just wait until it's nighttime to watch a movie or binge watch a show. I'm starting to do that during the daytime. I think one lesson that I am learning from all of this that we're dealing with is you can adjust your schedule and your routine if needed. So yeah, they got fries, pancakes, bacon and stuff. But I think I used all the popcorn. Oh, but I can put a plane by Manifest because it deals with planes. So we're going to do that. So if you're into drawing, you might draw something that reminds you of the TV show or the movie. Of course, All American, I would need a football. But there's no footballs in these books. In the mom book, I believe I've used all of that too. So that's a little insert right there, y'all. And I can put that up. So that was simple. I didn't do a whole lot of decor, no decorating on there. And that was that. All right, so what time? We 45, we got 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So I have not journaled, like I've not started day 1 through, we're on day 3. Yeah, I have not started any of those days. So let's start off with a stamp. Stamp the page. Let's find us a stamp. Oh, I could have stamped it with my popcorn, but we're not. Like that one. So this stamp would be used, like, say, for example, you're just not having a not so great day, right? It's okay, y'all. We are going to have some different days through this. You know, it may be like 0.00001% that's like, I'm cool as a fan through the whole thing. But if you have a not so good moment, that's fine. This stamp could be used for that. Oh, when I buy this? Got a little leaf. Got lint on the little stamps. I need to clean this little bowl out. I mean, this bucket out. It's too much going on. Oh, this is neat. Yeah, my godmom gave me some stamps. It won't be like this always. I kind of like that one. We might use it. All right, let me stop grabbing stamps. I'm just grabbing like I'm about that life. And we know that that's not true. All right, so we're going to do it won't always be like that. So I'm going to stamp that part. But before we do that, let's do a couple of leaves. Leaves. Tell me some leaves. Y'all see that confidence coming up a little bit? Because usually I would still be holding that stamp down. But this is also a little bit of a leaf. It ain't. So if you have stamps around the house, y'all pull them out. I'm not a stamp expert, so I can't really give you no real advice except try and try again. It's about all I have for you. So I'm just using my stamps to create a border. You'll see a little bit of a yellow tone over there. That was because apparently there probably was a little bit of yellow on that stamp pad. And I don't have my baby wipes close. So I'm going to end up mixing these colors together, and they do not, I should not, but I am. And life will go on. And I'm pretty sure I could possibly get 2 stamps out of this. But, yeah, we're not trying that today. Right, we got us a little border. Wipe that off when we get off from here. And we are going to put, it won't always be like this. Hey, Nicole. Oh man, that's crooked, but guess what? It's just gonna be that way. If you're just popping in, we're creating a journal page. I am using stamps to get out of my comfort zone. Stamps aren't my thing. So, that is what we're doing right now. Thanks for stopping by. Does anybody have any journal questions while you're watching me color in some leaves? Any inspirational quotes or any inspirational things you want to say while we're sitting on here? Ayana, I have, if you go into Marshall's, Home Goods, TJ Maxx, like if you go in the makeup section, and sometimes they'll have it near the journals and stuff, they have acrylic bins. So this that you see right here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One of them has 7 drawers. Another one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then another one is like an open container where your pens can sit up. What I can do one day, when it's presentable enough, I can take a picture and put it in the community tab section so you can see how I store my pens. That would be awesome, Ramona. You said your DVR crashed Saturday and you lost a full season of shows, and I do not like on demand because if you... Oh, man. Yeah, that's horrible. Oh, see, I'm not alone. I know. I'm like, somebody on here has to watch Manifest. I can't be alone. The show is just too good. Do you have Winona, do you have Netflix or Hulu? Because I watch it through Hulu, and with my Hulu subscription, I also get my Spotify. So they're combined. So instead of paying for Hulu, Spotify, and Netflix, I have Hulu and Spotify combined for $9.99 a month versus the $9.99 and the $7.99. So anybody that's into like streaming and you like music, that's a good one. If you have Amazon Prime, I always forget, y'all, they offer movies too. They always send me an email like, you haven't watched movies yet. I think I've only done like 2 movies on there. I genuinely forget that it's available. Oh, do they, Grace? Y'all gotta let me know what shows are out. I mean, I don't. And at this point, I'm like, I need to take advantage of the perks to use them. Yeah, there's a couple of movies. We went over my mom's house. What was it? It might have been last month or the month before. And so we watch a lot of, and we always chuckle because every time we pick a movie, it's kind of like that, like the suspenseful. I don't like to say them, but they're like, I don't even think I can say this word on YouTube, so I'm not. So they're the movies where people like they're like vigilante movies. Yeah, I can use that word. They're like really good, but I can't think of the names of them. And she always finds them on Amazon Prime. Hey, Iris. Today I what did I do today, y'all? I showed everybody like different types of journals because I know a lot of people some people are new that are joining into journaling. And so I wanted to show them that there are different options. Like if you don't want to basically journal from scratch, you have your variety of journals. So if you get a chance, you can go back and see the different ones that I showed. Showed quite a few. And then I also said during this time, I have time to actually go and fill in some pages because some of the ones I showed, I have not completed a page. But you know, timing is everything, right? It's everything. Let's see, do we have another green? I kind of like this whole green thing that we got going on. Some of y'all may judge me when I pull this on screen, and I know that this is a Cricut pen that should be in my Cricut. But let's see what this little thing do. It's a fine time to think of this idea, y'all. I have a cinch binder, and it's not too late. I have a cinch binder where I could create a journal and put it together. This probably would have been the perfect time to create a journal for what we're going through. Like create a scrapbooking page per day. So you may see a little bit of smudging on the screen. I don't know how much you can see and how close. That is because the ink is not dry. And I also put a little bit of too much ink on some of them. So if you see that when you're doing your own, because I know some of y'all probably gonna pull out your ink. If you need to close your journal, make sure you put a page in between so that if it's gonna smudge, it's gonna smudge on those pages. Oh, awesome. Give it a try. You know, I tell people, try it out. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. You just don't know until you try. And there's another way to journal as well, y'all. You can journal while you color. Like if you're into coloring books. As a matter of fact, I'll show y'all a couple of those before we hop off. And some of them were gifted to me, so I have not even opened them up to start coloring. But I do like coloring as well. Coloring is therapeutic for me. So like if my anxiety flares, I'm either going to pull out a journal or planner, or I'm going to color. And so if you have stamps and there's open space, you can color in it. You just have to be careful what you're using to color in it. Now, again, I'm not an expert on ink, stamping, and all of that. So I can't really give you a true, like, use this and use that. I ain't even going to create no fake stuff for y'all. So, you know, it's just going to be a trial and error. Do it and mess up. Start again. Add us a little neon to this, just a little bit. Add a little pop. Thank you, Ayana. But yeah, honestly, yeah, we do have a lot of stuff laying around the house. You'll be amazed at what you have. And if many of y'all are about to start the same process I'm starting in spring cleaning and tossing things out, you're going to be real creative. I have 2 cutting machines. I have a Silhouette and I have a Cricut. So I do want to try some different things out with that to add to my journal pages. It's for a little creativity. And so this, what you see, if you're just joining, is considered a border. Borders will make your page pop. They always make your page pop without doing a whole lot. So if you're like, oh, I just want something on my page, but I don't feel like figuring a whole lot out, just do a little border. And so we discussed that I did not do day 1 or 2. I'm going to write week of. We're just going to write what week we're in. And I start my weeks on Monday, so we're in the 23rd through the 29th. said 23rd, 29th. All right, so we have that. And if I wanted to, I could start day, what are we on? Yeah, y'all. Day 8 of this? Is this considered 7, 8? Hold on, let me go back. Yeah, that would be day 8. So Monday would be day 8, and then I can go through and do day 9, or I could just kind of round up Monday through today, which I think that's probably gonna happen. That's what's gonna be on this part. So this is our layout for today. I'm not gonna write anything on there because I'm gonna take a photo op for this to put on my Instagram page, because I haven't been doing a lot of stuff on there. So what did I tell you? Coloring books, let me grab those. I'm gonna say a couple of more announcements and stuff, and we'll be out. Okay, y'all remember earlier I was like, oh, I can't find that book. I found it. Okay, so here's my next stack of books. These are coloring books. So a lot of times people hear coloring, I'm too grown to color. Okay, that's fine. But if you're into coloring, guess what? There are adult coloring books. But before we do that, me and my mom got this. Yeah, I'm chuckling because again, I ain't do none of this. Me and my mom got this hand lettering book by Amy Lotter. She's on Instagram and I love like her stuff. And I'm like, oh, I need to get better into lettering and all of that stuff. So if you're a person that's like, oh, I want to learn how to letter, she teaches you the is it called breast strokes? Talking about breast like we in the pool. Brush strokes. She shows you all these different things to do in the book. I wrote one thing in here. Where did it go? Yes, y'all, I said one. Oh, was this it? That might have been it last year. March. Yeah, so she shows you how to do arrow, like just a whole bunch of different things. A lot of this stuff I already do. So like I already do that and a lot of this little stuff. But for people that's like, oh, I want my handwriting to be better, she breaks it down. It's so simplified, like anybody can do it. So this may be something that I do one page while we're on here. She shows you how to blend. I think y'all have seen me kind of blend on top of markers. So she shows you that technique. So it's a cool book. But anyway, that's that. All right, so when we talk about coloring, most of us will think about an old school dollar coloring book, and I still am here for those too, because they give you a larger picture and you don't have to think too much. Well, I am into adult coloring books, and I am also into owls. This book right here, The Joy for the Journey. Yeah, I got a lot of people that like really care for me and invest in me. A friend, when I started my Journal Jot and Jive journey, a little bit after I started it, got me The Joy for the Journey. And so this book, didn't fill it out, but it has different quotes and different scriptures and stuff. And so that's one little page that I did in here. And it's a coloring book. So if you're into scriptures and stuff like that, they have coloring books for you. So if you're ever feeling like, oh, I need something that's going to motivate me, I have one where I journaled in it. Let's see. Can I find it? Maybe not. Oh, okay. So this was one it was blank. I added washi. I did not journal in it, but I added different sayings. So he fills my life with good things. And then I put those in there, right? My son, health, purpose, family and friends, growth, gifts and talents. And then I just played around with some colors. So that's that one. This one is, my sister bought me this one, Coloring for Contemplation. Now, this one is one where you got to have a little time, right? So I will say with adult coloring books, you either gonna like them or you're not. They can be a little bit overwhelming because the lines are really, really, really tiny in some of them. And so when you're dealing with these, you're gonna want either coloring pencils where you have a sharpener you can use because you're gonna keep sharpening, or you're gonna want to look into like your marker tip based markers, like your staplers or your stabilos. Sometimes I will utilize pens to do it as well, but I typically will stick along the lines with porous water markers. So I'll use those, okay? And yeah, those are the markers I will use. Now, sometimes they are going to bleed through. So you just got to weigh it. Do I want to use these or do I want to use color pencils? And so these come with different quotes and phrases on the left hand side. And so what you could do with something like this, you could actually journal on this side and then you can color as you go. I may color in this one tonight. I might. So that's that. So again, I combine journaling and coloring as well. If you don't know, owls are one of my favorite animals. Birds. But this book is another one of those. I started and I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for that just yet. So I'm the type, I'll probably come back to it at some point. But yeah. And then you can also journal on the back side. Some of these were gifted to me. I have not even started in any of these. But this is just to give you an idea of some stuff that you can use. While you're out. Yeah, some of these I haven't even, I think my child colored this a long time ago. Yeah, this is my child's coloring. When did he start coloring in that? And that's like years ago. So again, different books. And so for me, I don't color all the time. It's just when I feel like coloring. And so this was done with color pencils. That was done. And so you see this 2016. So I just have a bookshelf that has different stuff on it. So this one came already colored on the left hand side. And then this is the one that I colored on the right hand side. And this was done with marker. So that was marker. I don't think I started in this one. Yes, I have a coloring book like ever. Okay, don't. Yeah, this one was a gift. Have not started. And these are these mandalas. These can be a little bit challenging. So if coloring relaxes you, then this may be one that you like. Books like these. And then this one. This one was a gift too. I have not used these yet. This is more of a sketch book. And I do have sketch pencils. Like sketch pencils are totally different. So one day I'll show you what those are like. And there's a particular eraser. So this is like a gum eraser. So when I color and stuff, I do the whole smudging thing. And it comes in like a block, but then you move it around. And that's how you see people shading and smudging and all that great stuff. And then I think there was one more, and then that's it. Yeah, this is a bird book. This was a newer one too. So yeah, these were new books that I got that I did. I don't think I started in this one either. So yeah, so if y'all have some of those adult coloring books laying around the house looking like mine, blank and empty, and you have your coloring pencils and all of that, those are things to consider. If you need something else to do, if you need a break from social media, I'll recommend reading, coloring, journaling, game night, step outside. Y'all, I am done with you all for the day. I am so thankful that you joined me. Hope you gained some information out of this, or some tips on how to journal, how to color, how to do all of that. So now I'm going to get off of here and put this stuff back on the bookshelf so it just doesn't stay down. All right, y'all. So y'all have a great day, a great week. It's okay to unplug. Don't feel like you always have to be plugged in. If you need to take a moment for yourself, take a moment for yourself. Hop back in when you're feeling better. All right. Until next time.